I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And it is I, Randall, of All Roads Lead the Home Genealogy. Thank you all for being here tonight. And let's get the show started correctly. Here we go.
Well, let me tell you about a man named Randall Rhodes. He was born and raised in the north, but he loved the southern way of life, and he'd fight to the death for the southern cause. He marched on down to the fields of cotton, where he met up with General Mosby's gray ghost. The general gave Randall the rank of colonel so he could fight with the brave men in gray. Now Colonel Randall Rhodes fights the bonnie blue flag, and that's what Colonel Randall Rhodes brings. He brought fire, he brought freedom, he brought love, he brought a war. And he said, to hell with the stars and stripes, I'm fighting for the stars and bars. And to hell with your war of aggression, I'm fighting for the war of independence. And he'd march on down to the fields of cotton for a southern nation. And the gray ghost fights for the bonnie blue flag, and that's what Colonel Randall Rhodes brings. He brought fire, he brought freedom, he brought love, he brought war. And he said, to hell with the stars and stripes, I'm fighting for the stars and bars. And to hell with your war of aggression, I'm fighting for the war of independence.
Yes, the War of Independence. And one more just to get this road off to the correct way to go. Let's play our theme song, folks, and then I'll get into my show for tonight, and hopefully others will join in.
We're a band of brothers standing tall, bound by soil and the southern call. Through fields of gold, through fire and ash, we hold our ground, we'll never crash. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonnie blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonnie blue flag with its single star. Our rights were forged in honest hands. We plowed the fields, we worked the its single star. Through stormy nights and battles grim, our anthem sung a sacred hymn. The star it gleams, it lights the way for those who fight and those who stay. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonny blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonny blue flag with its single star.
Yes, indeedy, the bonny blue flag with the single star and Azura. Nice for you to stop in and watch. Even though I was going to not have a show, I thought, you know what? I got time on my hand and a presence here that I would like to at least get out. There is one person who is trying to reach out to me to uh, perhaps join me, but unfortunately, if you're watching Rick McGee from the image that was sent to me to reach out to you, I have no idea how to connect to you using Facebook search. All I see is a purple circle with the letter R in it, and there's like a dozen or more Rick McGee's. So if you're watching, Rick, and you want to be part of the show, please, please, please reach out to me and I'll send you an invitation. First off, the group, United Fire Eaters, I want to say thank you to everyone who has joined. Please keep joining. This is a group for the South, by the South, and only for the South. Unless there's snow on the ground, then that kind of slows things down. And I understand that. I mean, I'm here in my office 24 hours a day. And I don't really have a lot going on, a lot to eat. Well, I have a lot to eat. I kind of messed that up. I don't have a lot going on to where I need to be somewhere else. I got to drive somewhere. Hold on a second. I can send by email. I can send by email. Whoops. That didn't go anywhere. Apparently, this person is not on Facebook. That's why I can't find him. Invite via email. I apologize, folks. Unfortunately, when you're a one-man operation, to go live. And that's what I'm a one-man operation. Keeps the expenses low. That's not weird. No, one thing I have to be very thankful for is that I have a very steady, very secure, very the internet connection I have is very good. First off, I'm paying a crap load of money for it. I'm paying $207 a month for my internet. And I for various reasons, primarily because I'm using it for my business, and because they claim with the number of devices that I use, I have to have the business service because of the pole and the Wi-Fi. Just 1 second. I went live anyways. And I got a cat coming through my door. How about that? Not that I had that door shut. So I have that. Plus, I have a very, very nice setup here. It's pretty cool. I'm really proud of it, to be honest with you. Um, let's start with the tower. If I can get this. Oh, there's my tower. Really neat. It's actually meant for gaming, but because of what I'm using it for, I really did need it to. The microphone. Really needed to use it for the purposes of what I'm using it for. So the gaming tower is what came into my life. And $1,000 went out of my life, but you gotta pay the best to be the best you can. I'm trying to be the best I can. I really, truly am. Um, tonight was supposed to be a show about the South, and unfortunately, things didn't go quite the way I had planned on it. So it might not be an hour-long broadcast, folks, and I do apologize for that. Um, I do want to once more reach out to a friend of mine who's also a client for my genealogy. His name is Brad Bowden. He just had a close family member pass away yesterday. And there was a song that he wanted to have me play on his behalf. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, Brad couldn't hear it on his end. So, Brad, I'm going to play this out here for you. And I want you to I hope you're able to hear and see it. So here we go.
Constructed till the end in Carolina. I was raised by my granddaddy and my daddy's ways. They both taught me right from wrong, how to fight and how to get along. But my own life now is almost gone. In southern ground I belong. My final hour is drawing near, so friend, come sit by me right here. Let's laugh and talk about our lives and the good old days before I die. Please give your word, this vow you'll keep. When I return to earth to sleep, let me dream forever under southern land with a Dixie flag tied in my hand. Time has come before they lay me down to rest. Friend, in my time of darkness, please grant me just this one last request. Dixieland is where I want to make my final stand. When they lay me down, just bury me in southern ground. One last look at the countryside before I close my weary eyes. Southern air from my last breath, here comes my sweet angel of death. Sing Dixie while they lower me, so I'll hear it for eternity. I can feel the reaper's touch, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Friend, when my time has come, before they lay me down to rest, friend, time of darkness, please grant me one last request. Dixieland is where I want to make my final stand. I don't care if I'm in a box or not when they lay me down. Just bury me in southern ground. Dixieland is where I want to make my final stand. I don't care if I'm in a box or not when they lay me down. Just bury me in southern ground.
Yes, indeedy. Brad, my friend, that was for you. I do want to say one thing. Being about the South, one of the biggest things that come out from the left's mouth is that the war was all about slavery. And that wasn't what it was. It was about, sure, was there slavery? Absolutely. But slavery was on both sides of that war. They were on the North and the South. The North primarily because they were using it to collect money. They were, as the Southerners made use of the slaves for working the crops and so forth. And the Southerners would go up north to spend the money, okay? And the Northerners loved it because of all this money that was pouring in from the South, and they were able to get wealthy off of it. So that's not it. Also, I want to share some video with you because this gentleman here, I love this guy to death. I understand that his health isn't the best right now, but he goes around the country, or he did go around the country to talk about the South and about the blacks in the South, and they're part of the whole thing. So, folks, give this a watch, give it a listen to, and then if you have any comments about it, please put it in the comments section. If I can see them, I will certainly respond to them. Okay. Oops, helps get the audio right.
Symbol. That X is Andrew.
Let me get it.
Buddy, let me tell you something. That X is a Christian symbol. That X is Andrew up on that cross. Because Andrew knew that the first three words of Christ's name in Greek meant it was an honorable thing. If you didn't know how to read, write your name, you put an X on the paper because it was a Christian symbol. Don't you come around here telling me about what Beauregard and his men did. They had the stars and bars because they believed that you Yankee friends hijacked the stars and stripes. And it looked so much alike in a battle when one of them, they third, men were shooting on their own men. And when the Southern men chose this flag, they knew it was a Christian symbol. So don't come around here lying on my flag.
Now, hear what he said? Let me play it back for you. This is a different guy, but listen to what he has to say.
See one in the back. Go ahead, sir.
A word about the black Confederates.
Okay. No. That's a word. Okay. All right. Now here's another one of those things that there is nothing I can say today that will put that to rest. I can stick with facts. Okay. We know there's a fact that in 1864, there was a Confederate general in Tennessee, Patrick Claiborne, who proposed that the Confederate Army bring black soldiers in and offer not only freedom for the soldier, but for his whole family. And what happened to that recommendation from Patrick Claiborne? Okay, when it got to Jefferson Davis tore it up, folded up, threw it on the ground and said, don't ever mention this again. We know factually that the Confederate Army debated that issue all the way up through the war, and within 2 months of the end of war, in late February, early March of 1865, in Richmond, they had decided to bring in black troops to fight for the Confederacy, but before they surrendered Appomattox, they established 2 companies of black troops, and the farthest along that they were able to make it in training was that they could march down the street in a parade. Now, if you have some records, because I can show you records of black field commanders saying, and they sent out the report to their commanding general, they say, hey, General, the black troops today fought very well. I can also show you some reports from other commanders of U.S. colored troops that would say, General, today, those black soldiers threw down their guns and ran away. Show me a record from a Confederate commander that talks about the performance of black soldiers.
So this is obviously a Union soldier saying, were there blacks in the Confederacy? I don't think so. At least if there were, they weren't doing a very good job of it. But let me play this one here.
And buddy, let me tell you something.
Okay, let's see. This is the right one. So let me get this over here. And I do know for a fact that, unfortunately for the black man, being in the military wasn't good on either side. Because even up to World War I and some the cases of World War II, the blacks were kept separate from the white guys. You know, they wanted the bodies, they wanted them to be in the military, they wanted them to take the bullets, but they weren't really treated equal. And today, you know, the argument can still be had that, you know, there's still some racial tensions going on between the black man and the white man. But this is what this guy here says.
And buddy, let me tell you something. That X is a Christian symbol. That X is Andrew up on that cross. Because Andrew knew that the first 3 words of Christ's name in Greek meant it was an honorable thing. If you didn't know how to read, write your name, you put an X on the paper because it was a Christian symbol. Don't you come around here and telling me about what Beauregard and his band did. They had the stars and bars because they believed that you Yankee friends hijacked the stars and stripes. And it looked so much alike in a battle when one of them, they heard men were shooting on their own men. And when the Southern men chose this flag, they knew it was a Christian symbol. So don't come around here lying on my flag.
Don't come around laying on my flag. That's right. Don't lay on my flag. I might have played that one twice. If I did, folks, I am sorry. This is the one I want to play. Yes, this one here. Sorry about that, guys. Again, one-man operation here.
All way down south in Dixie.
H.K. Edgerton is an African-American activist for Southern heritage, a member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans, and the former president of the NAACP in Asheville, North Carolina.
Most of my life has been tied up in community and civil rights in some point.
He spoke Sunday at Free Will Baptist Church in Socastee about the Confederate battle flag. He told the congregation the flag originated from the Christian cross.
As I watched Jesus Christ and the Christian Bible under attack here in America, there's no greater motivation for me than to pick up the Christian cross of St. Andrew and to share what I know. I just hope folks will listen.
Edgerton says many people who are against the flag don't know the history behind it because they haven't been properly educated.
My Southern family is so low now. Coming here not only to bring a message, but also to uplift their spirits. It is very important to me. I wish that half the church was filled with my black family, because they need to know.
Pastor Darren Squires Sr. asked Edgerton to speak Sunday to talk about the flag's history and the current debate surrounding its symbolism.
It kind of brings a whole new side to it. Right now, I think we're in the worst in my lifetime. I'm 43, the worst we've ever been in race. I've never been called a racist till I've come down here.
Squires has a Confederate battle flag flying on their church sign, and on Sunday he added a little more.
I put the balloons, I put the flags to draw attention, negative and positive. I'm not willing to bow down. I'm not going to do it. I've been here a long time, and we stand our ground on what we believe in.
And that's not the only way he draws the public's attention.
Most of the people ride by road never come in church. I put scripture up that entices people to look, to dig. I like it when they turn around and have to come back by.
Squire says that's exactly what people did with their sign about Edgerton. In Socastee, Aaron McPherson, ABC 15 News.
So, what we have is
Let me tell you something. That X.
what we have and still have today is racism, and the racism is being driven, my belief, primarily from those on the left. Okay, they have not left the fact alone that yeah, the war is over. Yes, unfortunately, the South lost. But if you go back, several years before, it was the Southern states who fought the English and won the independence for our nation to be. The Southern states, as I understand it, wanted their independence from the North because of the unfair taxation, the unfair treatment, unfair trade. The North was coming down and telling them how to live, and even today, those on the left are still coming after them, saying, "Well, you talk funny. You shouldn't talk like that. You have an accent. You shouldn't talk like that. You can't have that flag. You can't teach your heritage. You can't have your cemeteries with the statues and monuments to give honor to those who died in the war." You know, over the years, past few years, I have been I've been made so angry to learn so many times where a person can go into a southern town, knowing that that town was built from southern heritage, knowing that there were going to be statues honoring the dead, that were going to be cemeteries where the Confederate soldiers were buried, knowing that people would be flying that flag. But they go down there deliberately to cause a fuss. And unfortunately, they have legal organizations who are willing to spend big bucks for attorneys to fight their cause. Whereas the poor people in those towns and so forth, to defend their right to live life as they want to based on their Southern heritage, they don't have those big bucks to hire those big time lawyers to fight those trials. So they give in and they remove the statues. They dig up the dead and remove the bodies to make a handful of people happy. That, in my words, folks, is bullshit. That'd be like if there was a cemetery with a bunch of German people buried in it, and a Jew family walks in to start a life down there for whatever reason, because and that's the other thing. The folks move down south because they think it's going to be a better life for them. No, they're moving down south because they want to change the way the South lives, much like another ethnicity moving into certain towns in the United States to change the way they preached, the way they their religious beliefs, the way they live, to make it like how they live. That's bullshit. If you don't like it where you're living now, change where you're living now. Don't go down south with the purpose of causing a fuss enough that these different legal organizations get involved with their big cannons, their lawyers, and their money backing to fight your cause, knowing that they can't do it because they don't have the money to do it. Stay where you're at. Don't move down south or move up north. I live in Lancaster County, okay? Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. known for the Amish, the Mennonites, the Dunkards, the Quakers, and the English farmers. A farming state. People moved from New York and further up to come down to Pennsylvania because it's too damn expensive to live where they're at. So a price for their house up there, moved down here, they can buy almost like a half a mansion because of the price difference. They moved down here. Oh my God, it smells down here. What's that awful smell? That's country. You're smelling the pig farms. You're smelling the farmer when he cleans out the stalls from his barns. Get used to it. You knew that when you moved in this state. It was a farming state. No, you know what they do? They make a fuss and they try to force the farmer to relocate. If you're not happy where you're at, make it better. If you're not happy where you're at, gather together. If you're not happy where you're at, take all your people together and make it better for you. Don't go to a city or state and force your ways on us or on them. Ay, ay, ay. You know, I do genealogy for a side job for extra money. And if people would realize we all come from the same cloth. We all come from that same small DNA pool. If you look far enough back, they don't want to go back far enough. They truly, truly don't. And when they do look far enough back, they don't want to accept it. So you know what the South is doing? And I can't blame them. They're gathering up the troops. They're gathering up the people. They're saying, we've had enough. We're going to start standing up for our rights, our heritage, our future for our kids, like these folks here did. This is the beginning of the 12th Mechanized Cavalry.
Well, no, I was just saying we could rotate if they were back here. It's all good, though. If we rotated, we'd have Jefferson in the background. Now we can't see him.
Do that one time. Look at this way. Come on. Do it. I want to do it.
Oh, I'm on here. Well, hang on. Let your wife actually.
Okay. Cool photographer. Then Derek's got to make hash on us, put on the practice.
Yeah.
There you go. I got you.
That's why they call him Hacksaw. Got it?
All right.
Nice. Short time. Last time you'll ever catch a
Daniel's
smile.
the tall.
All frowns from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Daniel from mine and maybe Derek.
Yep. Landslide. Two tall guys. That'd be great. Shortest guys on the flanks. On the very end.
You don't want the Bonnie Bean?
Derek, hold that for me. Let him get up here. Hey, you get up here.
Like two on the corners here with the vest.
Yeah, that would be cool. feels good today. I wore shorts.
Tommy, get him a number.
This is a nice breeze, maybe because it's around water. It could be the water.
Standing.
Alright, you're standing there. Well, I don't want to get in your way. I'll do that.
Okay, go.
So this is the birth of a new camp for the SCV, Sons of the Confederate Veterans. And I wanted to show you that because they are gathering together. They're gathering the troops. And tonight I was hoping that the three folks from the SIA, the Southern Independence Association, they had a big meeting yesterday. And I was hoping that they would be here tonight to share what they talked about, but that didn't take place. Maybe Tuesday next week. I don't know. Yeah, I'm coming to the end of ideas here. I was hoping some folks would pop into the comment section and give me some ideas on some things to talk about. But I guess not. So, folks, I'm going to show one last thing. And I'm going to play another song, and then on that particular song, I'm going to phase out. But a friend of mine, who is also my general, Alex Wissonet, he's also a client of mine for Ancestry. He sent me this really neat video. And this is the way his family is celebrating Christmas, the birth of Christ. And if I get it, there it is.
From our house to y'all's, Merry Christmas, folks. God bless and long live the South.
God bless and long live the South indeed. South ain't going anywhere, folks. Excuse me. And there are some things going on with the South that they're hoping would take place in the next 3 years with President Trump being in the office. But I can't talk about that. But I want to play this song. It's going to end on a happy note. And then towards the end of the song, I'm just going to fade to black. You guys have a great evening. Take care. And if you're out in the snow, please drive carefully. And if you're home and you got to shovel snow, please take it easy. Don't do it all at one time. You don't want to have a heart attack with the shoveling snow. You want to be here for Christmas. You know what I mean? So here's this. Oops, that was stupid. Well, here we go.
To live and die in Dixie, oh, what a sweet refrain. With trumpets wailing bright as the morning train, where the river hums a tune and the willows sway again.
Oh, the stars, they twinkle like a slide trombone, and the saxophones croon of a land we call home. Let us cross, oh, cross that shining stream,
Where the trees whisper soft in a dream. Resting in the shade where the good Lord decrees to live and die in Dixie. Oh, sweet memories.
The magnolias bloom with a sway so grand, like the swing of the bass in the Dixieland band, and the sun paints gold on the fields we've manned.
Oh, the clarinet sighs in a velvet breeze, and the rhythm flows like the roots of the trees. Let us cross, oh, across that shining stream, where the trees whisper soft in a dream. Rest in the shade where the good Lord decrees to live and die in Dixie. Oh, sweet memory.
Really, folks,